afternoon. Hello, Nightbot, Coconut Varlden, bunch of awesome people. As per usual, gonna be doing some Mario Party CPU matches. I think people generally know the drill, you know, CPUs, they fight against each other. You usually like to root for somebody or other. Gonna chat and hang out. Unfortunately, don't quite have the chatting emote yet, but hopefully soon. Let's see. Let's get expand Dong, Yoshi, Mario, and Luigi. How about we do that? I feel like that's a good start. What party do we want to play? I'm gonna start with the Shy Guy. Look, feeling the Shy Guy. Settings are all good. And then we set the gamers off to do their thing. I also have to check, because I think I turned off the General Point reward to make me play Mario Party for the weekend, so I wasn't actually going to be playing it. So I think I do have to change that real quick. Obviously, I'll wait until we get everything started here. I'm also going to be on Team Expand Dong for today. Yeah, wow, those characters are so much better. That's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, make them hard, everything else is good. Okay, yeah. Mario is starting off with a solid 1. Love to see it. Alright, yeah, we pull this up. Let's see. Rewards. Kind of points. Yeah, it's like that said Cedar Rewards. Yep, had it turned off. It is now turned on. I wonder if every time I turn it off and turn it back on, if that makes it reappear as, like, new at the bottom area. Here it is. Let's do a little bit of adjusting for some things here. Hello, Celine. All alone on Twitch on a Tuesday, on a bloody Tuesday. A bit lonely, isn't it, bro? As the British people might say. Hope you're doing well today, though. Okay, and we are all good. People can make them play Mario Party if they so desire. You watch a movie with a girlfriend. Oh, that sounds quite nice. What movie did you end up watching? And Luigi wins by doing nothing. Amazing. I'm gonna clap to that. Hey, how come things didn't appear on Kappa Gen? Oh, there we go, that fixed it. A romantic anime movie. She speaks Japanese. Oh. That sounds pretty poggers. I basically don't speak any Japanese. I would recognize like a word or two here and there, but that's pretty much it. I always say, I think it's kind of like... It's a little bit funny that I live in the US, but I'm probably more familiar with Swedish than I am Spanish. Like, I would just have an easier time, like, being in, like, Sweden, probably, and understanding people. But hey, that's how it is sometimes, right? Anyway, how it... You know, pretty much the usual first start here. Hode's quick draw. Oh, this is the shooting the balloons one? Yeah, shooting the balloons. Shooting the balloons is gonna be fun. Alright, come on, DK, you got this. Green? DK, you were like literally right on there. Come on, DK. Purple? I saw that again. He was right on it. DK's throwing. DK's definitely throwing on us. Pink. Okay, he wasn't close to that one. I'll give the... DK, come on. Alright, my hopes aren't too high for Donkey Kong anymore. Not in this minigame, anyway. DK, please. Yeah, he was like so far away from that one. Well... Still in first place though, just because you land on a couple of green space, blue spaces. Well, Mario's about to get a bunch of coins. Why the green people gotta be palling around? Makes me kind of wish I was rooting for Mario. But it's like 2 turns in. Lanes can still get absolutely wild, and that's what we love about Mario Party. Alright, so DK is opting to get himself a swap card. Interesting choice. Now 4 of them are all hanging out on that little space. Aw. It would have been funny if the warp pipe appeared anyway, and just like 2 appeared on the space. Don't quite know what the obsession there was with wanting to, I guess, be on replace Mario. Alright, so at least for this one, DK is not in the way, so Yoshi's going to be grabbing his coins back. Oh yeah, big ol'... Oh, never mind. That's not Yoshi's plan. Okay, now I'm curious, why did Yoshi take the long way? Oh wait, I think the star is in the bottom right corner there. If a snake tried to eat me, would I let it? Probably not. I'm kinda not in the mood to have a snake eat me. Is this a fetish question? Crystalis brings up a valid point. Is this a fetish-related question? Also, hello, Crystalis. We unfortunately did not have the chatting emote just yet. But soon, soon. Well, I mean, we'll have it definitely, probably for the next Mario Party CPU match. Oh yeah, without a doubt. Celine, you're German. I mean, come on. German people are known for their fetishes, as I believe you say in German, with like a C. Yeah, everyone's just crying around trying to get that star. It's not gonna be Luigi. Big old tank. Get out of there, Luigi. Oh, wait, that's not where the... Now, okay, I thought that's where the star was. Now there's even more... You know what I'm doing? I'm doing a thing where I try to understand why CPUs are doing a thing, and it just never works. Also, let me do... Twitch Plus. Why are you appalled? Alright, I guess we forgot. Selena's a good Christian. Doesn't have any sinful thoughts like that. None whatsoever. Alright, let's try it here. There we go.
So this is what the humans like to call a pogger. Mm-hmm.
A pogger.
Giftet et hier ein Sub du Kreisdales.
Kreisdales. That's how you say your name in German. Kreisdales. Yeah, because since we're going to be getting that Varldy chatting emote soon, we can't have Crystalis be unable to use it. Congratulations! It's like winning the lottery. Mods. I just love all of the various mod emotes that exist out there in the world. Mod check is still like top tier. Hey, world's cutest gamer. Hope you're doing well this afternoon. The world's cutest gamer. Ain't no gamer cuter than them.
I'm gonna shoot you into the Starky's ass.
I mean, look at that. Perfect.
Please. Don't do this to me. No.
Anyway, how's
Holy
everyone
shit,
doing?
you
It's a
killed him.
bloody Tuesday, innit, it, bro?
Why did you do that?
I watched Shanghai Nights today in between my two streams. It's like the sequel to this movie where Owen Wilson and Jackie Chan are like cowboys. What are Luigi and Yoshi doing right now? Did Luigi... Yoshi was, like, blocking Luigi from getting the key. I liked it. I know in the first one, it had a couple of moments where it's just kind of like, you know, the words that you're saying and such, maybe, don't say them. That was kind of more my thing. It's kind of like the casual sort of like racism here and there. No Rush Hour. Yeah, it's been a while since I think the last time I actually watched any Rush Hour movie was when I was a kid. But yeah, I just kind of like pick out random movies and feel like, I don't know, like, I just like pick like random movies, like see what's recommended, see what happens to be on. Because we have Disney Plus, Amazon, and Netflix and Hulu to choose from. Austin Powers, yeah. I mean, I definitely enjoyed Austin Powers more as a kid. But even when I was a kid, I didn't like Fat Bastard much. So I was like fat as a kid too, and it's just kind of like a huge joke. I think it still kind of has its moments, but definitely has like some of its like moments. I watched Boondock Saints for the first time the other day. That one had me doing the blinking GIF emoji a couple of times for sure. Was not expecting some of the language in that movie. Other than that, though, I did thoroughly enjoy it. Also, hey, Miss Rich. Hope you're doing well. Oh, you're getting a double shout out. There'll be some good clips.
You went downstairs, but I'm upstairs. Anyone else catch that? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, dead. R.I.P.
That scared me more than the alien did.
This is how the game is meant to be.
It happens with Angela too. Like every time I shout out Angela, like the past couple times, it's always this one clip of the Super Mario Party, or Mario Party All Stars that shows up all the time.
Yeah, we're all in us. That's one here.
The thing that was interesting to me about Boondock Saints, like, isn't even a movie itself, but, like, it's not a terribly long movie, but it feels like it takes a while. Like in a good way, though, in a good way. Like, it feels like it's about an hour longer than it actually is, which is interesting that just, like, the way the movie, I guess, like, is directed manages to do that. And seeing Little Frankie. You know, it is one thing that I do miss about MMOs, is everyone just, like, hanging out in, like, the hub area and just, like, dancing and, like, fucking around and stuff like that. Like, in City of Heroes, everyone would always be in, what is it, Atlas Park or something? And everyone just, like, hangs out in, like, the town hall, or, like, under the Atlas statue. Or on the top of the statue. I remember those days. I remember those. They just stand around and play Megalovania. I think that's what I would do if I were a bard. Just play Megalovania and Wonderwall over and over again. And then get, like, DMCA strike or something. You know how it is. Well, you know, stream it. I am rooting for Donkey Kong, by the way. Seem to be doing kinda decently. The big thing, of course, is that Mario Party, anything can change on a dime, so... 7 gets us Luigi and Mario. Yeah, we've been getting hella mushrooms. Everyone is just like staying together, so it's just constantly been coins going back and forth, back and forth. Five and an 8. And for whatever reason, they're like very adamant about not going for the star for some reason. Yoshi's been the first one to like actually cross over that little threshold there. Taking a nap. That's a good cozy emote. What do I have? Oh yeah, I have Chelsea with their little peach. Look, Bonk. Oh, wait, no, wrong Bonk. Don't pay attention to that Bonk. Pay attention. Wait, that one. That one. Bonk. Horny Jail. It's a good Bonk emote. Oh, DK. Oh, DK. Oh, I think Luigi, like, oh. Damn. I mean, that's good, though. I'm on Team DK. DK, you got this. Oh. That was brutal. It was about to be DK versus Luigi, and then Luigi fell on a rock. Or fell over a rock. Pretty good, pretty good. Like that. Hello there, Bitten Pod. Hope you're doing well today. See, again, they're like electing to not go for the star. It's interesting. I guess at this rate, Yoshi's probably going to be grabbing it. Oh wait, I think, okay, Luigi's gonna land on that space. If it's Yoshi, he's gonna land over there. Or the warp pipe might work. Well, now there are two characters over there. Uh-oh. I wonder if Yoshi is gonna be regretting that. Yeah. Oh, take 20 coins? Taking coins from everyone. Yeah, Cuba Kid can be a little bit of a dick. Okay, the DK is up with Mario. Again, I'm rooting for Mario here personally. Wait, no. Sorry, DK. They're on the same team. I got them mixed up for a second. Alright, you want to go for the gold. DK? Okay, good. Mario got one of the gold ones. Oh no, and Luigi and Mario both got a gold one, I think? DK, you're right there. Grab it. DK. It's worth 3s. No, they can't win. I always like try to make sense of what the CPUs are doing, even when they're like on a hard difficulty. I just feel like their AI in some of the minigames is just atrocious. It just utterly baffles my mind. So even if I don't even think there's a bonus star for using items, so I don't know why they keep using it. He's not even going through the pipe. Like, this is what I mean. Just, I don't think about it too much. Anyway. Tomorrow, I'm making some chili. I'm excited for that. making some chili, and the next part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is coming out. I'm definitely looking forward to that. Two of my roommates, we all watched JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And they're dropping 12 episodes at once, which I wasn't expecting. I don't think anyone was expecting that. Which is nice. I just hope that whatever the 12th episode isn't going to be like a huge cliffhanger. That'll just like drive me up the wall. I'll still be happy for it, but you know. I guess I won't complain too much if I get to binge 12 episodes at once. Or wear my JoJo hat for it too. It's been a while since anyone redeemed the points to make me wear it. Yeah, I got this back the end of 2019, was it, I think? I forget if I got it any earlier. Or was it this year? I just remember I got it for... What was it? Was it my birthday stream? I'm trying to think. It was... Because I don't think it was for my... Or was it for the charity stream? I honestly can't remember anymore. It was for a special stream though, because I wore it for like the entire thing. I want to say it was for a charity. In which case that would have been for the Trevor Project that I was raising money for. I think it was like a $400 goal, and we ended up raising like almost $500 for it. So that was pretty cool. Alright, DK, what are we getting? Oh, doesn't like the wish. That causes the flooding. How many turns are we getting? Just one. I feel like every time that we play this board, it's always for just one turn. It does tend to make it a little bit boring. It's just one turn every single time. Alright, Yoshi opting to use that mushroom there. $10 and $15, not bad. I think that catches up to... Oh, it does catch Luigi. Almost there to that star. So it looks like either Luigi or Yoshi are going to be getting it. 1, 2, 3, 4... Yeah, because Yoshi needs at least a 5 and he gets it, and then what, Luigi needs 7? I also feel like for this minigame, the player by themselves, when it's CPU, seems to usually not win. And I'm pretty certain the last time I said that too, the person actually won. It's like, oh yeah, the opposite of what I just said just happened. Yep, so there you go. Poor DK, not winning. Jeez, 100 coins already. I also... It's like hard to believe that November is already almost over. I mean, this is the last day of November. When you go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow, it's gonna be December. This year has just been so wacky for me in terms of time. Because I swear there's been moments either like weeks or like a month or so where it feels like it just like zips on by, just like that. Like you blink and the month's over. But there have been other months where it feels like it just crawls on by. I kind of feel like that's been November for me. Oh, November for me was just like a crawl. I think I said this, I think I talked about this like a couple of streams ago. I think October and November really crawled for me, but September really went by pretty quickly. I think August did as well. I think August was kind of quick. Everyone felt like it didn't happen? Yeah. And like, at this point I don't even know like how much is related to like COVID and how much is just... I don't know, this time feels like it's... zips on by. It's probably definitely a little bit of COVID. So I know for me, basically it's like I go to work and come home and just do like essential stuff, so... I don't like go out to bars or movie theaters or anything like that. Also, a little bit of a boring Bowser space. I did think it was Yoshi that landed on the last Bowser space on this board, and it was also just Koopa Kid coming in, taking some coins, and leaving. Nothing too exciting or fancy. Yoshi is brave, not even wearing any pads. Alright, four more. I think they got this. 3. There we go. Oh jeez. I don't even have like an Amazon wish list. I've got a Steam wish list, and even then I have like 6 things on it, I want to say. Like, just 6 things? Not a whole lot. I do have Yakuza 3, which I will be buying tomorrow. I think after I beat Black and White, I'm going to do the sequel, and then after that, I think it's going to be Yakuza 3. So Yakuza 3 is probably going to come, like, either the end of December or the beginning of January. Assuming nothing funky happens with work and I have to, like, start working evenings for, like, a day or 2 or something. Oh, that's nice. I know my grandparents used to do that a lot for me. They'd always want, like, a wish list of some sort. And I always never really knew what to put on it, because if it wasn't, like, growing up, if it wasn't a video game, there wasn't really anything else I felt like I needed. A lot of times I'd just be like, yeah, just, like, give me money or something. And then what I used to do as a kid was, whenever I would get money for, like, Christmas, my birthday, I would always just, like, order food for, like, my family. Like, I'd just order a pizza for everyone or something like that. I do have everything for my roommates, though. I got, all my roommates, I got a gift. I have them all, like, more or less readily available. Sort of. This is for one of my roommates. Little Cubie from Madoka Magica. It's got a big fluffy tail on it, too. Really cute thing. It came all the way from someone in Germany. I paid like $22 for shipping. It like costs as much for the actual thing as the shipping. Then my other roommate, I've got this. It's like a little coaster with a cat on it. And then the one I'm probably the most proud of is right here. This is for my roommate, CH Serotonin. You either see him in chat or my Discord sometimes. And they've been really getting into Minecraft. So I found this on Etsy. It's a little Minecraft bee. and it's in the bi flag colors because they're they're bi. So that one I'm pretty happy about. I also gotta tell them they can't change their sexuality because I'm not going to buy them another B if they do. So they're locked in for at least a year. Oh wow, that's pretty cool. What is that, by the way? Whoever the particular gift is. I know, right? Like Christmas Eve, they're like, guess what, everyone? I'm Pan. And I'm just like looking at my gift, like, God damn it, fucking bastard. But yeah, I ended up getting everything really early because I made the mistake last year of waiting until like December 8th or something. I ordered gifts for everyone, and one of my friends, well, they weren't my roommates yet, but like they're future roommates. Her gift didn't come until like a week and a half after Christmas, so that kind of sucked. Especially because we were all like hanging out at my roommate's place, their like old apartment. So I, like, on a spur of the moment, I got them a lottery ticket and a bag of chips. I was like, sorry, I'll get you your actual gift in like a week. Ooh, a Dutch oven for $3.50. Wow, yeah, that is really good. For that, like, basically half off. Yeah, that is a really good deal. Was it like a Cyber Monday deal or something that you found for that? I know for me, the next, like, 2 purchases I'd like to make for myself is, one, I would like a Shaman plush. That way I have a Gengar to complement a Shaman. I got my 2 favorite Pokemon. The other thing would be a Spinel plush, similar to my Pearl one. That way they can be roommates together. But I think the best looking Spinel one that I found is on Etsy, and I think the plush itself is like $80. Plus, I think it's made by someone in Ukraine, so that's like additional. Like with the shipping, it comes out to being like a little bit over 100. So it's not that I can't necessarily afford it. I just keep on like buying like junk food or something instead. Oh, a few weeks ago. Oh wow, that's really convenient. It's as if it was there just for you, too. The television just comes on, it's like, hey, you want to be a big shot? You want to own a Dutch oven? Listen, I have a hyperlink redacted for you. But yeah, that is really awesome. Oh yeah, I bet if she's been wanted for a long time, she's gonna be pretty happy. My mother's the kind of person that just kind of likes cards and such like that. I don't know, she's always been someone that just, like, I guess feels weird about people spending money on her for, like, some reason or another. Then my father just, like, doesn't care at all. Like, usually whenever it's, like, his birthday or something, we would just, like, go out somewhere to eat for dinner. Always has the invitation, now she's gonna have the real thing. Yeah, it sounds like ours are a little bit the opposite, I suppose. Now my sister is a spoiled one, I think. My sister is also... So, her birthday is December 2nd. So, she was always used to this thing growing up where people would get her gifts. Like, family members would get her gifts, and it would be like, oh yes, this is your birthday gift and your Christmas gift. Like, it would always happen, always happen. And me, I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know that pain because my birthday is June 13th. It's like pretty much the exact 6 months after and before Christmas. So people they couldn't pull that shit with me. Can't be like, oh, well, it's the middle of June, here's your Christmas and birthday gift. Like, nope. Two gifts a year. Which I also really liked because growing up, it was always like every 6 months, it's kind of like I would rotate and get new things. Whereas, you know, like if your birthday is in, I don't know, March, and it's like, you know, you get Christmas, you get 3 months, then you're dry for 9 months. June is pretty nice because it's just 6 months, you know, rotates every half a year. It's kind of a nice little cozy spot for a birthday. That's for your birthday / Christmas. Yeah. I guess there's that too. I guess I never really wanted anything seasonal specific when I was growing up, but I guess if I did want to, that would have been a thing too. Like in Christmas, ask for like snowy spring sort of things. For my birthday, I could ask for more summer things. It's also kind of funny, like, between me and my parents, our birthdays are sort of like... It's what, like, coincidental or something? So, like, I'm June 13th. My dad is June 9th, so it's just a couple of days before mine. Then my mother is July 13th, so it's like the month after, but the same day. I always thought that was kind of interesting when I was a kid. Just like happened to work out that our birthdays are like sort of related in some fashion. Then yeah, my sister's just like tallest family at the beginning of December, like nothing there. Although she is 2 days off of my grandfather's birthday. But like we have the same mom but different fathers, so it's like not her grandfather. My grandfather is December 4th, so... Alright, last 3 turns. Wow, we just have like so many coins. Oh, and that guarantees Mario's gonna be able to buy a star. Oh, he is so close to 69 coins. Oh my god, if Mario uses that lamp next turn, I'm gonna kill him. Literally right there, it would be such a waste. I mean, I'm not even rooting for Team Mario, it would pain me to see that. What's that hammer? It's got a bonk. Oh, okay. Okay, never mind, because Luigi's gonna use that. Okay, that's bad for DK, because now Luigi and Mario are both gonna have 2 stars, DK's only gonna have 1. Wow. You might get the coin star, though. Because everyone else is gonna be low, like a little bit lower on coins now. Coin. I really love the difference between this and Mario Party 3, because Mario Party 3 is the one where you summon the genie and then you like hop onto its back and he flies you to the star. In this one, the genie is just like super thick, just like jumps down and sends you flying off to the board wherever the star is. Oh, we're gonna duel? Oh, we don't have duels yet. Can't believe how long it took them for Mario Party to introduce duels. Oh no! Oh wait! Oh, Luigi. Interesting. You don't want to steal it from DK. You know, I'm not gonna question that. That's good for DK. Lottery. I would totally win. He's a scratch off. I'm kind of a pro at this. So Mario will have 1. Yoshi's gonna have 2 stars. I've not really been paying attention to the happening spaces. I do know Yoshi's landed on 1, and DK's landed on 1. Oh, nice. Can we get another bag at the bottom there? Ah, there was. Mario didn't get to it, but they didn't get it either. Alright, 17 points. Yeah, I like seeing that DK with 111. That's nice. Yep, so there we go. Using that, so Mario's going to be getting the star. Yeah, with any luck, it's going to end up near DK. Nice thick genie again. Alright, yeah, so fingers crossed, it's going to be pretty close to DK. Not really. I don't even think 2 10s he'd be able to get to it. A Fun Wish. Does Shy Guy like the Fun Wish, though? Oh, Shy Guy's been pissed off at, like, every single wish list board. Three, yeah, he's definitely not getting to it. It's just 2 turns left. If he had like a mushroom, like a big mushroom, and was able to use it, then maybe. Or Luigi doesn't know how to play the slots. Now, Luigi was kind of close to it. Maybe with a 10 he could get to it. Ooh, a battle minigame. That's kind of a fun way to end the board off with. 10 coins. That's almost going to be a 50. got this, DK? Oh, you're close to that. I don't like that, DK. I feel like these patterns are not particularly difficult. Oh? Yeah, it does get wild because when there's none there, it just turns around immediately. Oh, DK. DK just had to like move a little bit to the right and he would have been right between the Chain Chomp and the flames. Oh, L1 gave up 10 coins, so he basically gets +2. Not bad, not bad. Oh yeah, I have reverse A bomb. I think that's one where you press the button and then the bombs turn around. Yeah. This one can be pretty fun. I feel like if you're quick enough, you just kind of like win because you just overwhelm them. Yeah, see, kind of like this. Like from here, yeah, see, like, I guess you can't come back from it. It can be a really brutal minigame. So I wonder if DK can get that minigame star. Doing two go, no scratch offs here, are you, Mario? Ooh, the bonk. Oh, you're gonna force Yoshi to be big. Okay, that's kind of funny because he's gonna land on Luigi. That's ironic. And get coins from that. I suppose the idea there was to prevent him from being able to get the star. So what? Oh, I know, it wasn't even close enough for it. Yeah, even if he had gotten a 10 normally, he wouldn't have gotten to the star. I guess he was just using an item for the sake of using it. Alright, our last minigame. Paratrooper Plunge. Everyone can win in coins. It doesn't matter of how many you win. Alright, I'm gonna be keen to see if DK manages to get any bags. Ooh, okay, he got one. He could have gotten two if he wasn't so busy fooling around. That power trigger just knocked him off his ass. Wow. I mean, I'm not even rooting for Mario, but that he just went right into the Shy Guy and lost. DK with 11 though. Let's go. Alright, let's see where these bonus stars are going to end up at. So yeah, Yoshi is going to be the problem. He does have enough coins, so if he ties with stars, DK will win with coins. Yeah, that's not good. DK has to win the other two. What? he was never gonna win the minigame one. So that goes to DK. So it's happening? I don't think DK is happening. Oh, all three of them get it. Dang. So if Yoshi didn't get the minigame star, then they would have tied. And then DK would win with coins. Doesn't mean DK is second, though. And there we go. Yoshi is the superstar of the board. You know, he wouldn't have won if he didn't steal that star from Luigi way back in the beginning. So he'd only have 3. Alright, so that board done. I'm going to take a quick break before we get on to the next one. So I'll be back in a couple of minutes. See you all then. Alright, and I'm back. Time to move on to my board. Alright, since Yoshi won, we'll include Yoshi. How about we do Wario? Peach, Waluigi, and Yoshi. And let's see. Let's do Goomba's Greedy Gala. I like this map. I think for this board too, I'm probably going to be rooting for Waluigi. Team W. Well, I guess Team W doesn't work because there's also Wario, right? Team Wa. There we go, Team Wa. Hello, Lou Mardi. Hope you're doing well this evening. Alright, Star's not too far away to start. Alright, and they're off. Let me give you a shout out. If you're not following Lumardi, you should, like, go do that.
Petey! You trying to give me a fucking boner, lad? What are you doing, son? Look at him fucking go! Oh god. What have I just said?
Oh yeah, that's a clip. You're okay? Well, hey, that's better than doing bad. Doing bad is not good. Hopefully, I guess, like, tomorrow improves for you then. Left fingerinos, cross it. So the behind the scenes stuff going on. Yeah, that sucks. But everything else that was going alright though. I'm excited to start doing Deltarune speedruns, Deltarune Chapter 2. I have like most of my notes down. Like there's a guide for it, but I kind of like to watch a video and like look at the notes and then just kind of like rewrite them in like how like my head sort of processes them. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty fun. I haven't like really been a part of a speedrunning like community, so to speak. Cause like there were like, you know, I did speedrun Mario Party, but even like the Discord, people didn't really like talk much or like I don't know, like watch other runners or anything from what I can tell when I was in it. And then Tigger's Honey Hunt had just like 2 other active people in it. You know, Steven Universe Save the Life, you basically just have one other person that does runs of it. Other stuff like Dragon Ball and Johnny Bravo, you know, it's just me. And I did run Sonic Adventure 2 Battle for like literally 2 runs, but I never really got involved with like the Sonic speedrunning community at all, so Deltarune's probably gonna be the first one where I actually am like kind of active. Oh, so is it related to all the stuff that like you've mentioned in Scatter's Discord? Is it like that specific drama? Like that's still going on? I feel like that's been like a month. I would think that'd be kind of like dead by now. Yoshi really... Oh, Bowser this time. I was gonna say, Yoshi's been not having good luck with the Bowser spaces. It's been 3. God, my sense of time is terrible. Oh jeez, yeah, that just sounds like such a mess. All of it. Yeah, I would definitely be pretty annoyed if I was in your situation too, with everything I know about it. Oh my god. See, that's someone that I would just, like, ban and just, like, never ever speak to again, because that's just extremely toxic behavior on their part. Where is Waluigi right now? Ah, over there. No one has any coins because they just keep on buying stuff from the shop. Yeah, no, definitely, definitely. I too would just love it if it would just disappear too. Because, like, it definitely sucks when pretty much, like, everything else in your life is going pretty well, then you have, like, something like that that's just kind of hanging over you the entire time, you know? Like, I guess for me, that was kind of similar, like, a while back when it was just, like, work in particular. We had, like, people in the other stores were, like, understaffed, so I had to, like, pick up a whole bunch of shifts while, like, my manager and someone else was going up to a different store. And I was like, yeah, I'm, like, pretty happy with things, except I don't want to work, like, 8 days in a row. It sucks. Yeah, it's going to be really funny if it goes public, because I think it's going to be really obvious that he's the one in the wrong and not you. Like, it is not at all going to go the way that he thinks it's going to go. But, I mean, I suppose if he's on a, like, retracted enough to that point, then he's probably a bit delusional, and that's why he thinks it's going to go in a different way. That's going to be my assumption for what's going on in his head anyway. Part of it is just sort of not thinking clearly, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, still, like, someone else being in a shitty situation doesn't just mean they can, you know, shove it all off into, like, other people's business and all of that stuff. Yeah, exactly. With him in particular, it's very obvious the situation of, like, legitimately, like, you need to, like, have a therapist or something at this point. Also, let's go. Luigi is right. Waluigi is right there, and Yoshi will not have enough coins. Good stuff. Yeah, so I think Waluigi's probably gonna be getting his first star here. You know, if there was a bonus star for buying items, everyone would be a good competitor right now. So let me give you an ask. Gotcha. Which one is, I guess Waluigi's the black one? I feel like that will... I guess that's like... So, I guess if it was like purple, you get confused with like Wario. Alright. Sounds good. Yeah, looking kind of unlikely Waluigi's gonna win. Last time too, when there was this minigame and I was rooting for DK, DK got literally none of them as well. Finish! And there we go, Peach wins. Yeah, so Waluigi is literally right there. Gonna get that star. Unless he does a dumb AI thing and uses the Warp Pipe. I was honestly half expecting that. Just AI is going off and doing their own thing that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. About to catch a Shaman. Nice. Definitely am a fan of Shaman. Stream resetting for a shiny. That can be fun. I feel like as long as you know there would be like a couple people that would watch you or something. Just because it is like so repetitive over and over again. It can be fun though. I know sometimes I watch like Fi-Fi, like either shiny hunt or do like the like egg hatching for shinies. Kind of feels like it's just like a big fancy just chatting stream at that point. This is kind of similar to, like, I guess this, like the Mario Party CPU matches. Yeah, I guess that's what I kind of mean, like, if you're going to do it, it would probably be, like, more fun if you knew people would watch you do it. Kind of like how I don't feel like I would ever like do like even if I had like an actual like Pokemon game, I don't think I would shiny hunt on stream. No, or I guess I might consider it. Maybe like on the weekends when it's like my maybe stream time. So like how sometimes I do like Unleash a Light or something like that on Saturday and Sundays. Ooh, a nice solid 10 from Yoshi there. Let's go. I'm not sure what the rate is for all the different games. I know in this latest one, like, you can see the shiny, like, the shiny grass, like, shimmering, so you can, like, know it's gonna be shiny before you get into the fight. It's kind of like an interesting thing they went with. Yeah, I know there's, like, items and, like, chain and, like, all that random stuff, like, depending on the game that you can do to make it easier. I would then assume that probably Gen 2 is the hardest to do, like, shiny hunting in. One out of 100? Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, like the other ones you just keep like running around the grass again to encounters, but shinies are just like resetting every single time. I remember I think there's a clip of Fi-Fi. I think shiny hunting Mewtwo, and he runs away when he finally finds one, or like resets or something because he didn't think it was shiny. And it's funny because GameCube is like in the room with them, and it's just like absolutely flabbergasted. It's like, holy sh! Like, Nick, you just reset on a shiny. And like, he didn't believe it, he had to like go back and look at the clip and everything. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it's one of his like most viewed clips, just because I know he posted it on like Twitter and all of that stuff. Yeah, exactly. It really, really sucks. Like, if you reset or, like, run away from a shiny. Whenever you ever did that, I remember my first shiny I ever found was a shiny Magnemite in Pokemon Gold and Silver, and like I knew it was a shiny, but I ended up actually not. It ran away, I think. Actually, it was pretty fucked up. I'm pretty certain. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it ran away. Which is weird because, like, I don't think Magnemites usually run away. Yeah, I was pretty annoyed, especially because I actually like Magnemite. Versus a shiny Sandshrew? Nice. Oh look, Wario cheating. I think that shiny I found in Platinum was like the last, or like the next time I found a shiny. I usually like never find them in my playthroughs, and I don't tend to really like bother looking for them. Oh, a shiny Corviknight. Nice. I think Corviknight's kind of a cool Pokemon. I would have enjoyed running into one. Oh, Yoshi almost got that one. Hey, Waluigi won. Yeah, it's kind of cool, just like randomly running into a shiny like that. What's the Yoshi gonna buy? Mushroom? No, pike. Is that much of a good idea? I feel like Wario can just run right past it if he gets too high. Like so. I guess maybe that was the plan? Prevent Peach from getting it? Peach, no, don't... Peach, this is a very bad move. And she wins and doesn't even get coins. Oh, it's going to be a battle minigame. Well, if the AI was doing any kind of thinking, they just did like an extremely risky move, I think. So Peach needs to either win the battle minigame or get second, and then win the minigame that comes up. Be able to buy that star. Unless, of course, Waluigi just swoops in and grabs it. Yeah, Peach is last place. Wario's gonna get like about 10 coins from that, though. Yeah, 12. Yeah, I've heard that the Elite Four is pretty tough in this one. That's good though, makes them provide an actual challenge. Ooh, okay. Well, they win as long as they didn't all pile into the same one. And they didn't. Never lost in Sword and Shield. I think it's only been the, I think only in Gen 1 I've lost to the Elite Four. Just because there's, like, such a gap that you, like, really have to grind for to, like, not have a problem with them. It can be kind of a pain like that. Yeah, in Gen 1, like, the originals, not the remakes, the, like, level difference between all of the gyms is just, like, really, really big. Like, I'd probably say after the 4th gym, you would just have to do, like, a pretty decent amount of grinding. Unless your plan is to just have, like, 2 Pokemon that you just, like, roll with as your main team. Yeah, I think it's something like a 20 level difference, I want to say. Plus, like, Lance is really tough, and then you have to go fight Blue, so... You get, like, a really tough, like, final member of the Elite Four, followed by the really tough champion. Like, even watching speedruns, it's, like, kind of common to lose the run at the very end because of that. Yeah, he's got something like 3 He's got, like, 3 Dragonites and, like, a few Dragonairs or something. Or it's like... It's like a Charizard, an Aerodactyl. And I think 2 Dragonairs and 2 Dragonites or something. This is, like, ridiculous to go up against. Right, yeah, Gyarados, a Gyarados. So a Dragonair and then 2 Dragonites, I think. I don't know, it's a bullshit team. That's the point. Definitely a bullshit team. Also, I'm gonna hop to the bathroom again real quick. Alright, and I'm back. Yeah, Lance is like a really cool trainer, but definitely a pain in the ass as Elite Four. I think he's definitely one of the coolest champions though, and like maybe most memorable too. To be frank, I don't know if I like Lance or Cynthia more. I thought it'd be kind of cool if like Lance, I don't know, like showed up maybe more in the original. I don't remember if he's like ever anywhere in like Fire Red and Leaf Green. But I do know in Gen 2, like he's at like the Lake of Rage and like you fight alongside him and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. But in Gen 1, I think like he gets name dropped maybe once or twice, and that's basically it. I don't know, I mean, I feel like I like Lance because he just has that sort of like, I don't know, a bit of like mystique to him or something. And I don't even remember who like the Gen 3 champion is. Was it Steve? Like, I don't even remember if it was like Steve or like Wallace or something. But yeah, and then Cynthia's really cool. Well, like, I think in Gen 2, his team is, like, a little more diversified than it is in Gen 1. Because also in Gen 1, he's not the champion. Like, Red is the champion. I mean, Blue. Actually, yeah, that's true. Blue is a pretty cool champion. Well, so I'm just a big fan of Blue and Silver, because I feel like they really gave off the feeling of being rivals to you. Yeah, Gen 3 with, like, Brendan and May, they're, like, just really boring to me. He's going right past that star, too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing who the Gen 5 champions are. And, like, the other leaders, too, of course. I just got the 2 gems in the Elite 4 to go, though. Ader? You mean Flint? Like the fire dude from Gen 4? Why do they keep using their mushrooms? They keep going past the star. Oh, never mind. Yoshi's not there yet. Oh, you mean the champion I don't know yet? Is that the one you're talking about? Yep, because I don't think I know who that is. Not paying attention to the happening spaces either. Oh wait, no, you're right. Right, yeah, it was like after the third gym. Oh right, yeah, because he tells Charon he's like a dumbass because he just cares about like power. And so he makes us fight against like two preschoolers. Then he was like, all you care about is power, so like you have your own path and I have a different path. Yeah, I remember that now. You run into him, like, briefly. I thought that was that. Okay, yeah, now that I remember, yeah, that was pretty cool. This, like, puts Charon in his place. Yeah, that's, like, the one thing I would say about Lance in Gen... Well... I know, because he's supposed to be Elite Four. I keep on... It's like, when Lance is the champion, you do see him in Gen 2, like, going around and doing stuff. So, like, in Gen 1, Red becomes the rival, so you basically were run into him constantly. Yeah, the rivals were definitely not that bad in this gen so far. I feel like Sharon feels like a little bit more rival-like than Bianca does. They definitely both have more of a rival feel than like Gen 3 did. And I don't even remember what X and Y champions were like. I mean, I played that in like 2014 or 2015. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Like, they're both your rivals, but they have, like, different approaches to it. Be the 5? Nope. Oh, yes. 7 does beat 5. A lot of green spaces landed on that turn. Waluigi not having a good time there. Oh wow, Wario did a pretty good job. 21 coins. Big difference from the last time the CPUs played this one. The 3 players did better, not the one by himself. How many turns are left anyway? 13 out of 10, 20? Kind of feels like this board drags on a little bit more because there's like all of the Goomba spaces where you can stop and roll the dice with them. Yeah. The sunshine, yeah, I imagine so, being that like your skill level and everything. All right, good for Waluigi. Need those happening spaces.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the, that is a star. Star followed by a battle minigame like that. Ooh, it's supposed to be an F50. I'm glad that, like, unlike Mario Party 2, I think it was, like, in the first one that they introduced battle minigames, it could just be 0. No random number from Massachusetts, it keeps calling me. I don't know why, but recently I've started getting, like, scam phone calls for, like, car insurance. Oh, Luigi got 16-star record? It's pretty cool. I don't think I really keep up with, like, how the runs are going in Super Mario 64 anymore. Ooh, a Waluigi win. Italian's SMS? Oh, I didn't know that you did SMS too. I thought it was just like an SM64 runner. Alright, everyone versus Wario. Oh, he beat Diddy. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. Oh, I think Wario's screwed. Oh, he would have been if Yoshi wasn't screwing around. I know, everyone, we're rising up against Elon Musk, finally. It's a good day in Mario World. I wonder exactly how many happening spaces there are on this board. Definitely seems to be a pretty decent amount. Alright, another paratrooper plunge. It's a very nice mini. I feel like this one is fairly easy to get at least 10 coins on. Then again, I'm sure if I actually tried it, I would probably, like, suck at it. I think Waluigi's, yeah, 4 coins. Yeah, those paratroopers could be kind of brutal. And that Shy Guy, too. Like how none of them made it to the end. All on hard difficulty, by the way. Three. Oh, you didn't beat a 3. Damn, get fucked, Yoshi. There are a lot of mushroom spaces. Nobody ever knows that the other times we've done Mario Party 4, but there's just like a lot of them. Alright, so Waluigi's paired up with Peach. The Great Deflate. Which one was this? Oh, this one, this one. You gotta, like, deflate these, like, air thwomps. It's a little uncanny, because they kind of look like giant ice cubes, but they're not giant ice cubes. I think Waluigi and Peach got this one, yeah. Definitely the more deflated ones. Oh wow, Waluigi and Wario both have the same number of coins right now. Yeah, should be the last 5 turns. Ooh, no lottery winners. Let me guess, gonna predict that Yoshi's gonna win. Yep, there's Yoshi. Ooh, red spaces all become Bowser spaces. That is a brutal one. Nice. I honestly don't actually remember. I think the star is in the top right one. And with the happening spaces. So dang heckin' many. But yeah, I would frankly be interested in seeing how many there are. Because I know I did that for the first Mario Party. They're pretty much like average, I guess, but Peach's birthday cake has something like 32, I want to say. And then Wario's Battle Canyon only has 2 happening spaces. So it's like a very stark contrast between the two of them. That's why it's kind of not uncommon in the Battle Canyon one to sometimes just not have anyone land on a single one the entire time. So the way like the cannons work and everything, so you know, sometimes you can just get shot over it, so there's not even a chance you're going to go through it. I'm laughing at the fact you can kind of see Peach's dress a little bit in this minigame. I wonder if there was like a developer who had a fun time doing this particular minigame. $24 and $17, pretty good. Definitely helpful for Waluigi here at the end, trying to get these bonus stars. Jeez, how many times has Yoshi landed on the happening? I think Yoshi might be having the happening star. It's tongue twister. Words are difficult. Does that land in a happening space? No, it goes right past it. That's close though. There we go. I was just about to say, I'm surprised we haven't landed on the Bowser space yet, given it all the red spaces are Bowser spaces now. Alright, what have we got? Ooh, 30 coins from Peach. Good. Koopa Kid, taking from the rich and giving to the poor. Begs the question, is Bowser really the bad guy after all? Not really a clear answer on that one, is there? Also, I think I'm gonna run to the bathroom again. Drinking hella water over here. I haven't really drunken much water yet today, so you know how it is. Hey, I've returned. Looks like I returned just in time for a Bowser space, too. 20 coins from Wario, nice. All great news for Waluigi. Oh my god, there's another happening space. There needs to be like a Mario Party drinking game for this particular level, and it's take a drink every time you land on a happening space. You know, I feel like I actually gotta look that up. I'm kinda curious what Mario Party drinking games people have invented. Sure, it's probably some clever ones that people have come up with. There's also stuff that's just probably pretty obvious, too. Like, take a drink every time you land in a Bowser space, every time someone passes by start and gets coins, etc. Ooh. Sucks for the 3 players. And that does particularly suck for Waluigi. Yeah, I think the last time I actually played a drink game was probably in college. So it has been a long time. Alright, we're buying a War Pipe. Interesting choice. I remember there was I remember my roommates and I actually found a drinking game for the room, and I honestly don't remember the rules for it, but I think you had to pick like one of like 2 or 3 teams to be on. Basically the point was, no matter what, like, you were going to be drunk like halfway through the film. It was just kind of like set up like that. Now, something that we did have was a drinking game for Trailer Park Boys, and that one was pretty fun. I think we had around 21 rules actually, since that's like the drinking age in the US. And it was something like every time like Leahy said like shit something, you would take a drink. Whenever Ricky mispronounced something, you would take a drink. Whenever Julian took a drink from his drink, you would take a drink. And then there were like a couple of ones where you had to finish your drink. Like if anyone ever got shot, you had to finish your drink. And I think if like Randy, it was either if Randy was wearing a shirt or if he got his shirt ripped. I think if he had his shirt ripped off, or he took it off, you had to finish your drink. Just because that was something like didn't happen very often, so it was like, oh yeah, it's time. It would be funny too sometimes when we like wouldn't watch episodes in order, and it was like someone's turn to like pick an episode. Because like usually each of us had like one episode memorized where like we knew someone, like we knew that one of the things where you had to finish your drink would happen. We didn't pick it, you know, we didn't like do it all the time, but so I was like, oh yeah, you know what this episode is. I think what was one. I think it was a kitty on screen was another drink. Every time J-Rock said, "You know what I'm saying," you had to take a drink too. I think that was another one. This was kind of ridiculous. I know that we took a drinking game that we found, and we just like adjusted the rules to it. So it was like sort of customized. But yeah. Oh boy, another green space. Last turn though. Last chance to win some coins. An 8? Ooh. 8's hard to beat. Doesn't beat it. So yeah, I think Waluigi might win the coins. Waluigi maybe has a chance this time. Oh, you know, I just realized Peach has a magic lamp. Yeah, that's going to make it a lot more difficult, actually. So Peach would have to win no bonus stars, or only win one, and then Waluigi has to win the other two. And sayonara, Peach. Now the star, whose location is irrelevant. Alrighty, what is the last minigame of the board gonna be? Take a breather. Alright, come on, Waluigi, come on. Okay, cool, Waluigi wins. That's good, that's good, that's good.
Yeah, Waluigi the winner.
Alright, time to see where those bonus stars ended up. Yep, so you know that Waluigi's got the most coins. Okay, minigame star. Nope, it's over. Huh, I can't believe it doesn't feel like Peach has won the most minigames. Yeah, I kind of figured that. I feel like pretty much every time we went on a little like sliding craps board, it was like always Yoshi. Alright, so yeah, Peach wins. Oh well. Again though, the person I was rooting for got second place though. Alrighty. Those are some nice cozy CPU matches.